I'm so excited to be back on YouTube because we are going to be starting a journey together. A lot of times I was asking myself, like, when am I going to get back, and am I going to wait for the right setting, the right setup, and all those things? But I realized that over the course of the years, there's a lot of things that have been coming on my plate, but nothing as significant as people getting troubled with their heart matters and just wanting to find themselves and to be in a place of identity. And so I look at the journey that I've been through in terms of resilience, in terms of growing, being a mother of four boys. I just thought, you know what, let's talk and let's walk this journey, because there are a lot of things that put people in a place of like consciousness of like, who am I? But then at the same time, it's like, who do I want to be, right? And then there's also the place where there's a lot of like aspirations, because they're seeing all these other people become without really seeing the back end of things. And when I look back at some of the stuff that I had put up on my YouTube, obviously everything was always set up, like we are doing stuff from my show and everything. But how about we walk the transforming with Carol? Because really that's what it is. We're transforming with Carol. You know what I mean? So what does the journey look like? What have I been able to achieve? What has gone up, what has gone down, and what are some of the journeys that I've taken over time? I've been able to publish my books. I've got my Heart at War, and then recently I just wrote, From Clutter to Clarity, which has been an amazing book, because it wasn't just about the other person. It was about me becoming the best version of myself, but how discipline and identity and faith gave me the structure for the life that I want to create and wish to create, and that I'm getting to see unfolding. But then, of course, there's also been things that have happened in my life that maybe other people are like, listen, there's something that I want to know in your 40s, like, you turn 40, and what is that thing that you are able to do, right? And how have you been able to overcome? A lot of times, like, I can't even count how many times my inbox is like, how do you do what you do? So then it means like there must be something out there that you guys are seeing, right? And so I just want to walk the daily journey in the different areas of my life, from my personal life, my business, whatever it is that I'm doing. I was like, let me walk with you in real time. Like if my kid jumps into this video, I want you to see how I manage to do what I do. And just to let you know, like, sometimes you may think like somebody's so strong or they got it all together, but really they're just taking on life by the grace of God. And that for me is something that has been really strong in my life. It's been a place of, I don't know how to do this without God. And I know, like, a lot of believers, a lot of Christians say, yeah, God this and the Holy Spirit and all that. But I'm telling you, like, when you really allow God to be part of your life, to help you, to give you structure, it changes how you show up to the world. And that's the journey that I want to take on. Of course, like, I'm an avid reader. I'm so, like, YouTube is like my second home. Like, when I'm traveling, I buy more books than clothes or anything of the sort. Those are things like I don't leave behind. Like, how do I get over certain tough times in my life? It's because I journal, like I seek mentorship. So maybe once in a while I'm gonna be like getting on a call and sharing, putting like maybe the person that speaks into my life on speaker, so that you guys get to know what it's like. What does that journey look like? When I'm doing videos, I don't just get up and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this. Like, I got up today and I said, regardless of how I'm feeling, like, I've been a little bit down, and I was like, I'm gonna get up and do what I need to do, because you cannot always wait for the perfect time. And that's why I wanted to be like, here, like, what are the tools and resources? At the time of me making this video, I've been working with like my abundance planner, which I've used for like over 14 years. And somebody will be like, oh, you've got it all together. Or sometimes I'll get things like, you're so busy, or you're so structured, and all that stuff. No, I'm really just intentional. You know what I mean? I do have a lot of free time, but my free time is not free time to just mingle, do whatever. That free time could be for me to rest. That free time could be for me to put up my personal development. That free time could be like for me to put in some structures and systems. This is a Monday. When I was recording this, I was having like my team call on a Sunday evening, going through our projects and stuff that we need to do, getting together my P1s and all. And so it's very important for you to recognize recognize what is it that you need at a particular time in life that will help you to get to the next best version of yourself. I'm also like restarting a journey in my network marketing business, and this is like a testament to myself of resilience and consistency, because I was in my previous organization for over 16 years, right? Over 16, 17 years, right? And so me getting to come to a place of understanding that post-COVID, there were just some systems and structures that were not working, not towards the organization, but because at the time that I was doing what I needed to do and was pushing big dreams, there's certain things that are put in place that because of the way it was structured, you would need to grow with the team. And so I started redoing my dream and putting things together and asking, what sort of an organization do I want to be in? What dream do I want to have? And if I have a good time, a bad time, life happens. What do I want to still be consistent regardless of where I'm at financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically? And so I took about 4 years break, obviously still in the health and wellness, streak, and you can't turn away from those habits. But then I decided, like, okay, let's sit down and let's look at what it is that we want, so that we are not like a company hopping per se. So I was in the background experimenting, trying out products and services, helping people build structures and systems. And then I got to a place of deciding, what is it that I want? What would I want to be affiliated with? And so I got onto a journey in March of 2026, and it has totally changed the way that I look at things, because I got in not looking to build a team, not looking to make money, but all those things became a bonus, but really just saying, how can I be true and authentic to myself and the things that I want to do and achieve, and what does the long-term vision look like, regardless of whether there was somebody on board or not, and can I do this journey regardless of the time and whether I have people on board or not. And so this is where I'm at, just really restarting life. I've been through a journey of a custody case for my, one of my kids. And what did that journey look like? Going through my pregnancies and being at a place where, like, I'm not married. What does that look like for somebody who is a woman of faith, and breaking bloodline patterns and all those things, and still looking forward and looking at the dream that God has put on my life. So I'm really excited about this journey, not because I have to be perfect for anybody, but because I'm building the authentic journey of becoming the woman that God has always wanted and desired for me. So it's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be amazing. Raw, unfiltered. When we're back in the studio doing whatever we need to, this is a journey that I'm going to be sharing. So if this is a place that is speaking to you, like you are looking to get structured, you're looking to fulfill your purpose, you are rediscovering your identity, you're healing from heartbreak, from disappointment of life, you're healing from certain traumas, all these things, this is a journey for you. If you are building a small business, if you are into health and wellness, this is a place for you. It's really a place for you to get started, but a place for you to move from clutter to clarity. Then stay along for the journey and give me some feedback. Let me know what your journey has been like. Is there anything that you are worried about? Anything that you are looking forward to in life? Or are you at a place of restarting? I look forward to connecting with you. Let me know which city, which location that you're joining from, and let's walk together. Have a beautiful rest of your day.